Going green is worthless. I'm sure that most people here today think that going green is going to help fix our environment and that you do your part by buying green products. My name is Josh Miller and I'm here to tell you that going green is not nearly as great as you think it is. I'm going to ask you to rethink going green in your home. I have 3 reasons why you should rethink going green in your home. My first reason is because going paperless actually causes more harm than good. My second reason is because big companies actually create most of the waste in this world, not the individual. And my third reason is because recycling is not nearly as effective as you think it is. So let's take a look at my first reason. Switching to paperless actually causes more harm than good. Most people here probably think that switching to e-readers and electronic filing, tablets, laptops is actually going to cause them to be more environmentally conscious. The issue with that is that less paper products get used when you do this. If less paper products are getting used, less paper trees are being planted. According to a peer-reviewed book, Sustainable Management of Pinus radiatus Plantations, the paper foresters are actually very ecologically friendly. They take into factors like animal habitats, making sure that different ages of trees are being replanted at all times. They only cut down what is needed, not any excess. They are very ecologically friendly and environmentally safe when it comes to planting and replanting trees. If we're using less paper products, the companies that own these plantations are going to be making less money. They're going to be planting and replanting less trees as we use less products. They don't like making less money. They're going to want to make more, and so instead of replanting trees, they're going to pave over these tree plantations. They're going to put in malls and shopping centers, Starbucks, all sorts of things, anything that will make them money. And that leads me into my second point of why you should rethink going green in your home. That big companies create most of the waste in this world. Did you know that according to an article by The Guardian, a really well-respected journalist outlet, that 100 companies in this world are responsible for 71% of global emissions? Companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Back in the 1970s and 1980s, Coke and Pepsi used to sell all of their soda in glass bottles. You could then take those glass bottles, send them back to the company, and they would wash and reuse them. This is a very environmentally safe and ecologically friendly way to recycle. Well, Coke and Pepsi decided that they weren't making enough money. They switched to plastic, which caused a huge uproar with the environmentally friendly environment and people. So to counter this, Coke and Pepsi created the company Keep America Beautiful. Nowadays, Keep America Beautiful is all about the individual going green and the individual doing their part to help keep our environment safe. It was created this way by Coke and Pepsi to help shift the blame from big companies creating waste to the individual creating waste. They're responsible for the crying Indian commercial that is largely the reason why individuals think that they're the issue with going green and that it's their job to recycle. Which leads me into my third reason why you should rethink going green in your home, that recycling doesn't do nearly as much as you think it does. According to Tom Zaski, CEO of TerraCycle, which is a world-renowned leader in recycling hard to recycle materials, 50% of what you put in your recycling bin never gets recycled. The plastic bag itself that is in the recycling bin can't be recycled. It's just too dirty. The process of recycling is a long process where they have to wash every little piece of plastic that comes through. Now you could look at the opposing viewpoint and say that polyethylene terephthalate, which is the type of plastic that is used in plastic bottles, can be broken down into little fibers, and then those little plastic fibers can be used to create new products like t-shirts, sweatshirts, insulation, roads, all sorts of things. The issue with that is that it takes 10 plastic bottles to create one t-shirt, enough fibers for one t-shirt. More than 50 plastic bottles to make one for a sweatshirt. That is just not practical. The amount of plastic fibers it takes to create any sort of actual product and the process of breaking those down is just so long and outdated that it's not a practical solution to fix our environment in a timely fashion. In conclusion, I had 3 reasons why you should rethink going green. The first reason was that going paperless is not nearly it causes more harm than good. The second reason is that big companies actually create more waste in the world than the individual does. And the third reason is because recycling is not nearly as effective as you think it is. Now, before I leave you, I want you guys to do something with me. Take out your phone and dial this number, 360-786-7896. That's the phone number for Richard DeBolt. He is a Washington State representative out of the Olympia office for Thurston and Lewis County. I want you to call him up. I want you to tell him that you want better sanctions on big companies. You want the Going Green initiative to be large company-wide and not just individual-based. It's unfortunate that the little person, like you and I, make no difference when it comes to these types of things, and that these big companies that are making all this money are the ones that can make a difference but refuse to because of the money that they're making. So call up your representatives, tell them to change things, and with that, I thank you.